I'm biased because many members of my family came to this country as illegal immigrants, what are being called illegal immigrants. All they wanted to do was work. They were very happy to pay taxes. All they wanted to do was to make money and send it back to their families. They were starving back in Greece um, during and before the Second World War. So I feel kind of a kinship to a lot of people. Now, I don't want Venezuelan rapists and murderers walking the streets any more than anybody else does. But this wholesale deportation of people who are just easy to grab off the street, or people who have green cards, valid green cards, and are snatched coming out of a courthouse or out of an immigration office, that's not what the American people wanted. That's
or
not.
targeting people specifically because, for example, they're pro Gaza or pro
Yeah,
Palestinian.
exactly.
So
Exactly.
I think, so I think that's going to be like, a takeaway when we finally get a presidential historian who does a good job on the Trump administrations. They're going to, I think they're going to come back and say, like, Trump was on to a lot, in terms of like, domestic priorities over foreign adventurism. Most Americans were behind that. The idea of open borders, most Americans were against that because open borders are by definition stupid. And I know that's a right wing talking point, open borders, but they were open. I
Yeah.
mean, it's true. They're right. And so, like, but how you decide to enforce a law or a rule, it's to the crux of it, right? So imagine if they'd gone about this with finesse and like no ICE goons all wrapped up in masks and stuff, and but like they start with like the scumbags, criminals, in the worst felons in our prisons, right?
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
rid of those fuckers. We don't. Who cares? We don't need them here. Why are we paying for their imprisonment? Send them home. If their home countries don't want to imprison them, whatever. That's neither here nor there. It's like, and then just sort of work through people who are perhaps accused of heinous crimes, throw them out of the country, go down a list of priorities, and certainly don't even appear to be punishing people who are expressing political opinions. I think this policy would be pretty popular.